Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Even though it's a bit late to say we're all stuck in quarantine, there are still many places that are imposing restrictions on interactions, curfews, and stuff that makes it feel like we're still in some kind of lockdown. However, fear not, because like many of life's problems, we could use anime to solve it. So today we're going to be looking at some of the best anime to watch when you're in lockdown, or when you're just bored and not sure what to watch. Starting with the list, we have The King's Avatar. A relatively recent show, first appearing in April of 2017, this action-filled anime tells the story of a guy who's retired from being one of the strongest characters in an online game known as Glory. However, he can't resist jumping back in, but this time under a new name. He goes through the game quite quickly, but starting over definitely has some new challenges that he will have to face. Next we have Devilman Crybaby. In this anime, we follow the main character named Akira, who has become a Devilman by having a demon possess him, but Akira remains in control. The only problem is that, as the title tells us, that Akira is somewhat of a crybaby, even while having the powers of a demon behind him. I gotta save me from myself. This emptiness, it hurts like hell. My good intentions love me. Next up, we have Bakuno. 13 episodes of action, comedy, and supernatural themes. We watch seemingly unrelated stories and eventually see how they all come together. Switching between mafia gangs to a scientist looking for an immortality potion to the alchemists who also deal with understanding immortality, we get to see how all these stories come together into one big picture. Moving on, we have Future Diary. Also known by its Japanese name, Mirai Nikki, we follow the main character, Yukiteru Amano, and his stalker, Yuno Gasai, as they go through a rather gruesome battle royale with a total of 11 contestants in a fight to become the new god of time and space. Definitely one you should watch when you have lots of time to process, because anyone who has seen this anime knows that it takes a while to get over. Next we have Madoka Magicka. Normal middle school girls Madoka Kaname and Sayaka Miki one day meet a magical cat that offers them a chance to become a magical girl, which will allow them to make their dreams come true. Although not everything is what it seems, as this anime is clearly under genres like drama, thriller, and psychological. Moving on, we have Fairy Tail. On the magical continent of Fiore, many people have the ability to use magic. These wizards band together in groups known as guilds, and one of the more famous guilds is called Fairy Tail. The show starts off with a girl by the name of Lucy, whose magic allows her to summon spirits to aid her in whatever she needs, as she looks for a way to join the guild of her dreams. Next we have Tokyo Ghoul. One of the most well-known anime tells the story of a boy named Ken Kaneki, who lives in fear of ghouls, like many people around him, only to be attacked by one and eventually become half-human, half-ghoul hybrid. He now has to try and survive the hate from all the humans and the viciousness of enemy ghouls. Moving on, we have Your Lie in April. Definitely one you should watch if you have time to grieve. Your Lie in April is one of the most famous anime shows and is notorious for its ability to make people cry. With the main character, Kusei Arima, being a child pianist prodigy, he is asked by a violinist to accompany her for a musical competition. Next up we have Inuyasha. Inuyasha is the name of the anime as well as the name of one of the characters in it. The character named Inuyasha is a hybrid of dog, human, and demon, and helps our main character search and secure shards of a crystal. It was first seen in October of 2000 and deals with action, adventure, comedy, demons, and a lot more. Next up, we have Naruto. If you haven't heard of Naruto, you should probably move out from under the rock that you apparently live under and watch Naruto immediately. It has 220 episodes, and another continuation of it has a total of 500 episodes. And I'm pretty sure you can enjoy watching many hours of this anime when you have nothing else to do. Next up, we have Soul Eater. At the Death Weapon Meister Academy, people are trained to use death scythes, which can transform from human to weapon. These human weapons are known as Soul Eaters. It was first released in April of 2008 and falls into genres like action, fantasy, and comedy. Next we have One Piece. One of the longest running anime shows still on air, this show's over 900 episodes, with even more to come. A perfect show to keep you busy during those long hours at home. Telling the story of a boy named Luffy, who explores the pirate-infested seas in hope for one day discovering the ultimate treasure left behind by the previous pirate king. This treasure is called One Piece. Next up, we have Full Metal Alchemist. Whether you want to watch the original Full Metal Alchemist, first released in April of 2003, or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, released in April of 2009, both are extremely entertaining and will definitely keep you entertained if you're stuck at home. Moving on, we have Monster. 74 episodes of the anime version of a medical drama. We have the basically famous Dr. Kenzu Tenma. He goes through his life as a well-known neurosurgeon who ends up with conflicting thoughts about one of his patients. The show goes through drama, mystery, and even some horror as Dr. Tenma tries to overcome these feelings. Next up, we have Hajime no Ippo, a rather old anime first seen in October of the year 2000, running across 4 seasons all the way to March of 2014. This show tells the story of a boy who discovers the wonder of boxing. With Hajime no Ippo being named Fighting Spirit in English, we can see what dedication and determination can do to a person. Forever living in the dark. Next up, we have Rurouni Kenshin. Another anime that is not recent. We have the story of Kenshin Himura, first being told all the way back from January 1996 and ending in September of 1998. Kenshin has taken up the name after leaving his life of assassination behind him and vowing to be better. He travels around from place to place, helping those in need and encounters some enemies along the way. Moving on, we have Code Geass. Here's an anime that'll definitely be enjoyed. Aired between October of 2008 and July of 2007, this anime tells the story of empires, rebels, masked vigilantes, and so much more. With genres like action, drama, sci-fi, and some superpowers thrown into the mix, it'll definitely be one to watch when you're feeling bored. Next up, we have Hunter x Hunter. 6 seasons strong, with a season 7 confirmed for May 2021, we have the well-known story about a boy named Gon who aspires to become a hunter, someone who will undergo dangerous tasks that no one else would want to do. He makes friends with other hunters along the way, and basically tries to survive throughout most of the anime. Next up, we have Death Note, one of the most infamous shows out there, with the main character Light Yagami discovering a book known as a Death Note. He finds out that if someone's name is written in the Death Note, they will die, and he eventually sees himself as a savior to the world as he writes names of criminals and cleanses the world. And up next we have One Punch Man. With Season 2 recently finishing airing at the beginning of July 2019, we have more comedy and action from the person who's just a hero for fun. The main character, Saitama, definitely provides a lot of entertainment from a general lack of enthusiasm in a lot of what he does. And with that, we have come to the end of the video. Hopefully you've seen some new anime on this list that you'd like to watch, and if you enjoyed it, then you can subscribe to the channel for more videos about anime. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Slow down, slow down, slow down.